The bond between Millie Bobby Brown and David Harbour has always stood out, not simply as co-stars on Stranger Things, but as something deeper, layered, complex, and evolving. From the moment their story began, through fame, through acclaim, through transformation, to now, on the eve of the show's final chapter, this relationship is at once reassuringly familiar and startlingly opaque. Here's the full story, from the beginning, through the latest revelations and what it all might mean. Back in 2015-16, when Stranger Things first began filming, Millie was just 12 years old and stepping into the role of 11, a young girl with telekinetic powers, trauma, and isolation. David, already an established actor, stepped in as Jim Hopper, the tough, haunted sheriff who becomes her surrogate father. That on-screen father-daughter dynamic over season after season evolved into something real off-screen. David once said, "Millie and I have always had sort of a special relationship because I knew her when she was so young. I have a real protective feeling for her." The phrase special relationship was used repeatedly in the press. The very thread of their work hinged on vulnerability, on trust, on navigating childhood into adulthood. Millie, over the years, spoke of how their scenes felt real: anger, love, growth. She said in 2018, "We are like father and daughter. We went through so many different emotions. Those scenes were so raw and real." Audiences connected with the bond of Eleven and Hopper. Many believed the warmth between them off-screen was genuine, uncomplicated, a mentor and protege, a young star and a guiding older actor. Fast forward to 2024 and 2025, many things have changed. Millie is now a married woman, married in May 2024 to Jake Bon Jovi, and has adopted a baby girl in summer 2025. Her life has moved fast, beyond just the show. David, in parallel, had his personal life under spotlight. His recent separation from pop star Lily Allen and revelations in her new album raised questions about his off-screen conduct. Amidst this swirl, their professional relationship entered a period of turbulence. In early November 2025, multiple outlets reported Millie filed a harassment and bullying complaint against David before filming of Season 5 began. An internal investigation by the studio was said to have dragged on for months. The complaint reportedly did not involve sexual misconduct, but pages and pages of accusations about conduct on set. To fans who believed in the father-daughter closeness, this was a blow, the dynamic they'd cheered for now clouded by uncertainty. Millie was even reportedly accompanied by a personal representative while filming the final season. The investigation's outcome remains undisclosed. Then came the November 7 LA premiere of Stranger Things Season 5, where Millie and David walked the red carpet together. They laughed, they hugged, they posed. They appeared affectionate and in sync. Millie told press, "It's been amazing. We're so lucky to have each other. The show means so much to the both of us." David said, "I adore her. I've been proud to watch all of them grow up and become great artists." Their public camaraderie seemed to silence the whispers, at least for now. The show's creators called the past family and stressed they've built a set where people feel safe. But beneath the photos and smiles lies ambiguity. On one hand, the evidence of long-standing emotional affinity, the shared journey from childhood fame to global success, the father figure remarks, the off-screen protectiveness. On the other hand, the existence of a formal complaint introduces a fissure. If you believed the special relationship, the complaint makes you ask, what changed? Was mentorship strained a generational shift? Did the pressures of a global hit during its final chapter unearth buried conflict? Or was the complaint more procedural, misread by the media? The public greeting at the premiere suggests that either things were reconciled or the PR machine is in full effect. Let's map out key junctures for clarity. 2016, Stranger Things launches, Millie as 11, age 12, David as Hopper. 2018, Millie describing her and David's relationship publicly as like father and daughter. 2021, David publicly acknowledges deep fatherly affection for Millie, saying he knew her before fame hit. 2024, Millie marries Jake Bon Jovi, major life milestone beyond Stranger Things. Summer 2025, Millie and Jake adopt a baby girl. early November 2025 reports that Millie filed a harassment and bullying complaint against David before filming of Season 5 began. November 7, 2025, premiere of Stranger Things Season 5, Millie and David reunite publicly in smiling, affectionate fashion. The final season of Stranger Things is scheduled to be released in 3 parts, Volume 1 on November 26, Volume 2 on December 25, and finale on New Year's Eve 2025. In terms of emotional texture, here's what stands out: the protective older actor, the child star becoming global star, the long-set family feeling, then the hidden complaint, which suggests behind-the-scenes complexity. Fans have reacted with a mixture of relief and suspicion. Seeing the pair together at the premiere gives many the sense, okay, everything's fine, but others speculate, is this just optics? Some past interviews have resurfaced. For example, a March 2024 interview where Millie appeared hesitant when asked if David would officiate her wedding. That moment, at the time shrugged off, now feels resonant. A subtle hint, perhaps, of underlying tension. What does this all mean for fans of the show, for observers of celebrity relationships, and for the broader narrative of mentorship in Hollywood? First, it underscores that relationships built on screen can be real, but they're still human and subject to change. The mentor-protege bond isn't immune to conflict. Second, it highlights how the pressure cooker of a long, high-profile production can surface hidden friction. Constant filming, global exposure, shifting ages and roles all add strain. Third, the story shows how public perception and private realities can diverge. The hug on the red carpet is real, but is so the existence of a complaint, which forces us to hold 2 truths simultaneously. For Millie, this is also a personal crossroads. She grew up on Stranger Things, her character matured, she matured. Now she is entering motherhood post-show. For David, likewise, the show has defined him for nearly a decade, and his personal life is under new kinds of scrutiny. Their shared journey is ending, and the way it ends matters. The final season of Stranger Things will not just be a farewell to a hit series, it will be a coda to their shared history. How they present themselves now may shape the lasting impressions of their relationship. In closing, yes, Millie Bobby Brown and David Harbour have a relationship that started strong and appears emotionally grounded, but recent reports inject doubt, complication, and a reminder no relationship in the public eye is only what we see. Whether the complaint marked a turning point or simply a procedural moment is something only they fully know. The public walk at the premiere suggests they are aligned, or at least aligned in public. As viewers, we can appreciate the bond they built, recognize the uncertainty, and watch how the final episodes of the show and subsequent interviews will reveal more of what lies behind the facade. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.